I'm gonna give them the slight nod here in this series.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Snowman 3-1. I'll take Snowman 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Snowman roster for sure. But that is taking nothing away from Garrett G and company, as NRG are going to be looking to, make a statement early as the demo comes out from Scribbles on to Garrett to kick things off.
And curious to see how the NRG squad actually plays. Obviously, this is not the actual team, so in a similar vein of Pineapple Eggplant, you know some of the players, or we know all the players, obviously, and we'd love to see what exactly they're going to bring to the table when this combination is put together.
Yeah, I mean, and like we stated earlier, these community cups are a great way for squads to see exactly, how they can mesh, how they can play, and they did go through the qualifiers together, so it's not like this is the first one that they've played together, as you stated. And Scribbles starting off early, the solid plays. This one goes off the backboard, and he just guides this one right on in.
Yeah, great play from the Snowman, able to hold control through the midfield into the attacking third, took a quality challenge, almost exactly like what Frosty did in the opening seconds. But that time, good follow-up from Scribbles, the 14-year-old, to ensure that one drops in. And for the Snowmen, starting off on the right foot.
Right where they want to be at.
So NRG will have to fight back here in this series. Only the first minute has come and gone, so for Garrett G, opportunity to pick things up, but they go too deep, and Scribbles, low boost. Well, he wasn't able to tap it in regardless. As his boost ran out, the defense got back in time. So now NRG having to play a little bit of defense. Reveal, shot on target, turned away by Aqua.
Ooh.
And now Scribbles on the attack, looking for follow-up, and follow-up is there from Frosty. Reveal also getting involved, so everyone from Snowman committing. And a minute and a half through this game, feels like Snowmen are knocking on the door.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. If they can keep on snagging away a little bit of this boost and keep on starving out energy, maybe they'll be able to get their second one on the board. But yet again, the NRG are able to squeak it on out of there and head it on back to the Snowman half. Not able to really get a solid shot on target. Garrett sends it off of the side and on target, honestly. That was a decent attempt coming in from Garrett. Gave themselves a nice opportunity, but nothing able to come from it this time.
NRG are going to need to capitalize on those opportunities. I think Snowmen are going to be too quick to cover their bases. And so when there's opportunity, NRG need to strike. Garrett almost getting a second tap from the corner. And you're halfway through game one, and Snowmen just holding on to their 1-goal lead.
Garrett G getting demoed out for his troubles. Frosty trying to get the clear down, but it gets booted all the way back across the pitch. It gets centered, and that's on target. Garrett G lining it up. We got ourselves a tie game.
And those are the types of opportunities I'm talking about for NRG. This one just trickling out to the top of the box, and no one is challenging Garrett. He can pick his spot on the net, and he definitely did that to the right side. And for NRG, capitalizing on the opportunities given to them by Snowman.
Yeah, and if they can keep this one going, they'll be feeling good. Both of these squads right now with a solid start to this game number one and this series as a whole. A little bit of confidence coming out from both squads. You already see that. And it's going to be all about who can get this early advantage now. And oh my goodness, a great attempt coming in, but a great save coming out from Garrett G this time. Once again, saves the day.
Well, when we talk about, needing to capitalize on offensive measures, getting the job done defensively is also what you have to do. And Garrett showing us why. As now Frosty wants to go on the attack. The quick proactive challenge from Aqua. Now the quick follow-up from Aqua. Tried to knock it down. Zanil was there. The follow-up from Garrett's there. Everyone from NRG committing, and they still can't break through.
I mean, it just doesn't get closer than that. I mean, just a great chance coming in. And nothing able to come from it once again. And this one, I will say already, it feels a little bit like an overtime game one. It's still got a minute left, but right now, the way these squads are battling it out back and forth, neither defense is budging right now. Great saves coming in from both sides. I don't know, man. This game might have some early fireworks to it, and I love it.
Yeah, it's inching closer and closer to in overtime, but maybe not without a couple more fireworks, as the Snowmen were poised to attack once again, try to work through the corner. It's a great pass out. Reveal sitting deep, waiting for that clear from Aqua, and he will receive or at least take away the boost. And for the Snowmen, giving some space up to NRG, and NRG have to recognize that. See if Garrett can work his magic.
Right now, Captain America needing to come in and save the day. Get this early advantage potentially. Garrett sends it past one. Looking for the center, not able to guide it past another. The demo comes out on the line, but nobody is in the middle to punch it home, and now it's going to leave Snowman with the opportunity to send it back the other way and the potential for a 0-second goal. Maybe here and now. No, it goes up one more time. Snowmen keep it alive, but it is going to get killed. No, one more center coming out, and oh my goodness, Snowmen want this one alive, and Aqua, he sees an opening. He says, oh, you left it up. We'll take it, but it ends up dropping down, and we got ourselves an OT.
Hey, he had Zanil there on the far side. It's not a bad setup from NRG. Maybe if they do that with some, while they're in overtime here, follow up, double tap from Aqua. It's a bit too high, and all of a sudden NRG starting to lock down the Snowmen. And the Snowmen struggling to get this one out. So patient is Frosty. He doesn't have boost, and his boost will get stolen away. Snowman starved at the moment. Reveal has 0 boost as well. And NRG, like sharks circling in the water here, trying to find a way through the Snowman defense.
Yeah, this time it's going to be NRG putting in a lot of pressure on the Snowmen, but Snowmen have not cracked quite yet. Aqua, nice tap up top, off the backboard, and he finds the double to seal the deal. What an incredible solo play coming in from Aqua right here.
Yeah, it's shocked that the Snowmen would allow this one to go through, and they had 2 players kind of bullying him off the ball there, but he was still able to get up over the first one and then past the second. And for NRG, predict what's going to happen for the rest of the series, and sometimes game 1 is the complete opposite of what you expect. I think it's probably closer to the former, though. I do think that was close to what we're going to get for the rest of the series.
I mean, if this squad and NRG can answer back and, you know, start to feel good about themselves in this series, they can get this early goal, then who knows, we might be looking at another potential series to go the absolute distance. And the way that all these squads in these Community Cups series have been going in general, I mean, that's just really been so common, is a lot of these series that people feel like might be 3-0, 3-1s end up going the distance, and it's really been incredible to witness all these squads step up to the task and really put their best foot forward and give us some incredible series to witness.
Yeah, just speaking of some incredible plays, Aqua making that one look pretty. The shot was just a bit too high, but he brought that one down nicely into a perfect flick. And the Snowmen, who I felt like started off really well in game 1, the pendulum has really swung into NRG's favor, and now they have pushed too far up. NRG able to take advantage as the Snowmen diving in.
Yeah, man, this one, oh man, that's just unfortunate for Snowmen not able to get back, and NRG feeling good about this one. I mean, if you're able to get that first goal, you're sitting here feeling amazing about you and your squad's chances to be able to come back into this one. Neil and company looking to set something up on the offensive end after they do get the clear, but it goes right back to Zanil one more time, and they need to get the clear again. Aqua is going to be the one looking to do it this time. Not able to get it past Frosty, though, who does pop it on up, leaves it up for a teammate, but Zanil steals it, gets the clear, and this one's potentially on target. But no, there's no one there to center it and put it home one more time. So NRG looking for chances, but no opportunities have come through quite yet.
And for NRG, they've done a good job of putting on some pressure. I was just mentioning a moment ago that for Snowman, it feels like their grip, especially after that first couple minutes of game 1, really started to loosen over NRG. I think they were outpacing them. They controlled a lot of the play, but NRG, they've been smarter about denying them boosts And without boost, Snowmen just can't play like like spazzes throughout this series. And I think that's smart from NRG. Just deny them the boost, take away their resources, and force them to really slow down and play at your pace.
So you feel like this slower pace right now favors NRG?
Definitely, definitely. I think the NRG is trying to, I think in many cases, NRG is trying to operate a little bit more methodically. Not that the Snowmen aren't. I mean, the Snowmen certainly have a game plan and there's something that they're trying to put together. But for NRG, I think a slower pace will benefit them. You know, the classic Garrett G NRGs of the past have preferred that, a slower pace. And so it wouldn't be surprising to see NRG, even in this form, also want to replicate that.
Right now, the pace is staying at a molasses level. And like you stated, NRG are probably going to be really happy about that. Snowmen looking to open up something. They've got to get it out of their half and make these offensive plays turn into more than just Hail Marys, because that's really all they've been able to put together so far, it feels like, in this one. NRG are in full control. Even though it's only a 1-goal advantage, that advantage feels like a mountain, just the way that this game and this series has went 2 games in so far. It's a super slow pace, and right now, NRG are looking comfortable out there.
Slow, but yeah, I mean, NRG's sitting with the 1-goal lead, and, you know, less goals that are scored, the faster the clock ticks down. So for NRG, this is as fast as they can get to the ending of the game with their 1-goal lead, and I think that's exactly what they're aiming for. They would love to get a second, of course. I don't think any team really necessarily wants to just turtle up, especially against the Snowmen. The Snowmen, they haven't had the same attack that they've had, and it's been tough for them to break through that last line of defense on NRG.
Yeah, and what could be even tougher is going down 0-2 against this NRG roster that really just looked in cruise control so far throughout this game number 2 specifically. Game number 1, it was definitely a lot closer as it went to overtime. But at the end of the day, NRG are able to clutch up. So here we are. It's Snowmen potentially facing an 0-2 deficit. And like we stated before, they just haven't been able to put together anything on the offensive end quite yet. Maybe here and now, this could be their chance, but Aqua's right there to break it up yet again.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of long ball come out from the Snowmen. They're trying to catch up to it on solo plays and trying to just play it down to space, but NRG are ready for it. Aqua and Garrett both go for this one, but they come out with the clear. Aqua trying to flip reset past the last man. 10 seconds left, and NRG trying to hang on.
Scribbles looking to keep this one up. Aqua looking to kill it any way necessary, and Scribbles wins this one out, but there it is from Zanil, straight down and out, and NRG getting a couple of 1-goal. And NRG just feels so comfortable, and Snowmen just look so uncomfortable. It just look like they never were able to get their footing down and get a grip on how they really want to play out this series or play out a game alone. And maybe this is going to be their first chance as the double attempt comes through from Scribbles, but no, just a little bit off, a little bit wide. And I mean, that was probably their best chance that they've had. I mean, that looked better than any chance they had all last game.
Yeah, you don't really remember too many chances coming out from Snowmen. And NRG, though, you remember a lot of opportunity that they've had as Aqua trying to set up another double tap. But that is the main difference so far, I think, in the series. You're absolutely right. It's just that NRG, they've been able to consistently set up attacks. Maybe not the most threatening attacks, but they've been able to consistently push that defense back, push their line back. And for the Snowmen, they haven't had that same consistency in the attack. They've been kind of hopeful, wishful on some of the balls put downfield, but they have no answer for a player like Aqua right now, who has been fantastic individually, and receiving this pass from Zanil with a little bit of help from the defense secures NRG's first goal.
Yeah, Aqua just perfectly lining that one up, and we've seen this before. NRG having the advantage, and then the pace slows down, so we are going to get a little bit of a pause.
0-2 in a series, a good opportunity to learn how to play against maybe a little bit more of an experienced NRG squad.
Well, right now we're back into game, so we'll see exactly how and who might step up for the Snowmen, and they'll definitely need someone to do it, because NRG right now have had all the pace in this one, setting the tone completely. Aqua one more time, heading down. Gets it past one. Garrett G trying to set up a defender. Off the backboard it goes. One more time, that's Zanil leaving it off for Aqua, but no. Heads back the other way, and Garrett with the save to keep it at a nice advantage for NRG yet again. And we just see more of the same. NRG with a solid offensive possession. You know, Snowmen get the clear, and then immediately they just give the ball right back to NRG. So if one of these offensive possessions for the Snowmen can last for what feels like longer than 10 seconds, then maybe they'll have a chance. But right now, it just seems like they haven't been able to get it whatsoever.
Yeah, possession is really so important in Rocket League because not only does it keep you in a scoring position, but it whittles down the defense. It forces them to go to come after you, right? To challenge the ball, to use their boost, to open up space from behind. And so holding on to possession is super crucial in Rocket League. And I think the Snowmen are so eager to move downfield that they don't take the time to whittle down NRG, and NRG says, fine, we'll absorb whatever you throw at us, and then we'll instantly break out on the first challenge because you guys are just taking us head on. And so NRG, they get their first goal, and they're happy to sit here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be very happy right now from NRG because you understand exactly how the first couple of games went. You know, it's just Snowmen not able to really put much on the offensive end. So far, Snowmen have only had one goal in this series, and if you told me at the start of this series that by the end of it, Snowmen are only going to have one goal, I don't know if I'd believe you, because this squad is definitely so talented and so capable of, you know, putting on an onslaught of goals. But NRG have done a great job of making Snowmen play their game.
And that's what it's all about. And that's really the NRG way. That's how they've always been. No matter who's on the team. They initially were known for taking advantage of people's mistakes, and when teams stopped making mistakes, they've had to change things up. But for NRG, this has been actually a very comfortable 1-0 lead, and they might get two. Aqua looking for another double tap, and now Zanil trying to keep it in the mix. A minute and a half left on the clock. It only takes one for the Snowmen if they can find their form on offense.
Only takes one for sure, and only with 1 minute left now to come back into this one. Snowmen are going to need to do everything that they can to try to find something. They haven't been able to for, I mean, what feels like it's been about 10 minutes. It's been quite some time since they scored that last goal. So, you know, right now, NRG are just going to keep on keeping on. You know, they've done a solid job on the defensive end, not letting anything really come to fruition for Snowmen, and they're just trying to hold the line. And if NRG are able to prevail, they are going to be having a date with RMC. But as I say that, finally, Scribble says 10-minute drought. We'll see you later, as we got ourselves a tie game now. Okay, Snowmen.
And that's, you know, that's what they need, obviously, but I think that they needed a play exactly like that as well from Scribbles for the Snowmen. Maybe an opportunity for their offense to get going, but as soon as I say it, off the post rather, NRG almost got one back, and now Garrett's got a tough ball to deal with. He gets some help from Aqua. It was almost disaster off the kickoff for Snowmen after getting their equalizer. Another shot comes out from Aqua and Reveal to turn it away. Now Scribbles back to the other side, and the Snowmen take the lead with 26 seconds left.
I was just about to say, this pace picked up so much more, and that is not going to be good for NRG. And immediately the counterattack comes through like lightning, and Snowmen answer back with 2 goals in the last 30 seconds when they couldn't get a goal for over 10 minutes. I mean, wow. You can't script it better than this.
Coming alive when the time's right, and they needed that one badly to stay in this series. Scribbles, maybe a third. Yes, sir. He'll put away his third, and the Snowmen come roaring back in the final 30 seconds. And for NRG, they're sitting there a little stunned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little stunned. I think everyone's a little bit stunned right now. Like, where has this team that has showed up the last 30 seconds been the whole series? I mean, right now, Snowmen look like a well-oiled machine.
And now, I mean, it's all hope is lost here for NRG, at least in this game. They're going to go back to the drawing board. Snowmen decided to turn it up in the final seconds, and you really start to see, I mean, that's the pace of play that we saw early in game 1. We haven't seen it for a couple games now. And you can see the difference in pace and what it does to a series, or what it does to a game, and certainly changing the direction of this series.
Yeah, that's definitely an unfortunate draw for these squads in this group, especially now that it's playing out. It's definitely looking extremely tight. So, man, anyone can come out of it. And the question is, who's it going to be? Is right now, all 4 of these rosters are looking solid. NRG, though, getting started 4 seconds in off the kickoff. Captain America starting it off right.
Well, that's a great way to start off this game if you're NRG, especially after getting kicked to the teeth at the end of your last game. So for NRG, a little kickoff goal never hurts. And they're back to their 1-0 lead, which they have always sat on throughout this series, is what it feels like, and maybe their most comfortable spot.
Yeah, so we can just pretty much wait about 3.5 more minutes, and then we'll see about 4 goals go in, and that's how this game's gonna go. Oh man, yeah, the pace of play the second after they get that first goal, it just slows down so much. But Snowman, we'll see if they can pick it up right here, as they are able to take it up. Frosty tried to get the center back, but wasn't going to be able to. The defense kept him at bay. Reveal now tried to send it off the ground, but the defense is waiting one more time. NRG kept getting demoed out. Heads back into the Snowman half, looking to get the clear. They are going to be able to. Now it's up to Reveal. Leaves it high. He goes over Aqua, but it's intercepted once again. Solid challenge coming out from NRG. And now they've got an opportunity as the demo comes out. The defense one more time is going to be there to get the clear.
And for the Snowmen, you got to think about, listen, you got 4 minutes left in this game. How do you find your pace? How do you find your attack? How do you find each other downfield? That's what I'd be telling this team if I were their coach, and tell them to just relax, settle in, look at the space given to you by NRG, take advantage of it. That's a great little flick to try and find Frosty, but for the Snowmen, it's no time to panic. You know, you get the job done in one game, and you've got time to get it done in another.
Yeah, and that's the one thing is if you're NRG, you've been here before. You know, you've won a couple of games already that look very similar to this, so you know, you're feeling okay. You just understand, okay, in game number 3, we just made a few mistakes. We made a few errors. We let Snowman get some momentum. But right now, as long as they can keep this one at their pace, I feel like NRG are going to be very comfortable in this game number 4. Potentially close this one out here and now. And this one is definitely a slow cooker, if you will. It's like, you know, it's like a really nice pie. You know, you got to let it slow cook to let it fully cook through, and that's exactly what NRG are doing. As this one right now, this pie is getting fully crusted.
I think if you asked Garrett, I'm not sure what he would think, actually, about being described as a pie. But what a great goal from Garrett. And for NRG, a welcome 2-goal lead. But as soon as I mention it, Scribbles, who has been the man for the Snowmen, has found yet another goal. That's 4 in a row for Scribbles. 3 in the last game, 1 here, and he's yet to get more. And a welcomed one as, you know, NRG, they build their 2-goal lead, something that we haven't seen too often. Snowmen, we worry about their offense. They get their response. They get back within 1.
Yeah, now it's going to be all about the answer. Are Snowmen able to do it once again? They have 1 on the board. Can you get 2 in a row? You've been struggling quite a bit on the offensive end throughout this series, and now is the time with 2.5 minutes left where you got to get a goal if you want to keep your hopes alive, and you got to play solid defense. The good thing about this, if you are Snowmen, is the most goals so far the NRG have had in a game, I believe, is 2. Did they have a 3-goal game? I believe they've only had 2.
No, you're right. They got their 2 in game 1, yeah.
Okay, so they've only scored 2 goals, so they haven't been able to find that third. So if Snowmen can tie this one up, I mean, the odds are in their favor to be able to pull this one out if this potentially goes to that fabled overtime.
Yeah, NRG, they did get 2 goals in game 1. It was the overtime game winner that was their second. So this is the first time they had it in regulation. Otherwise, it's just been 1-goal games from them. And it still could be at least a 1-goal game unless they find something here. Frosty safely throwing this one to the corner. Snowman options. Reveal has Scribbles, and instead he does beat the first man, but unfortunately the attack kind of getting a little broken up. Dangerous ball pinches out, and the Snowmen trying to make something of it. It's just a little off the mark, though. Not as clean as a setup as you would want, but in the chaos, the Snowmen find some potential here. Frosty with the flip, and he's trying to barrel through. NRG all there on the near post, and they'll turn him away.
Garrett with the save. Being that clutch factor for this NRG roster yet again. 1 minute left, Snowmen trying to keep that dream alive. Potentially moving on up to play RMC. In order to do that, they have to force this game 5. They have to get a goal here and now. That was a great chance, but after the demo, man, I thought for a second that it was going to work, but the respawn came in literally so clutch there for NRG.
Time's running out. So Snowmen, just like that, blink and you missed it. You're 30 seconds left. It felt like a game that has flown by in game 4. And now the Snowmen backs against the wall. Coming up on 15 seconds left. Can they pull this off, or has Garrett put this one down full field? It has gone in on the challenge. The full field clear turns into a full field goal, and it's 3-1 NRG.
Defense turns to offense, as Garrett said, no sir, and it happened to trickle on in. We'll take those all day long if you are NRG. And I mean, if you're Snowmen, it's now or never. And this might be a solid chance, but no, denied one more time. This time it's going to be Aqua. Scribbles can demo out all the people he wants, but I don't know how much it's really going to help. And as I say that, the 0-second goal goes through, but there's not a second on the clock. So it's going to be NRG taking this one.
Well, Rome, in our predictions, we were both wrong, but you were right about how the series would go. 3-1 in favor for NRG. And